'Tis the season to be podcasting. Stay inside with a warm beverage and a hot microphone. If you're interested, Spotify can help you out. They've got a platform that lets you make one, distribute it, and earn money all in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or computer. So you've already got the equipment necessary to start recording today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify, Apple, Google, and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available on Spotify. And when you want to take conversations with your fans to the next level, Q&A and polls are an excellent way to get them talking. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. Best of all, it's completely free. I switched Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy over to Spotify for Podcasters, and I haven't regretted it. The analytics are fantastic, and the new tools for hosting and updating the feed are way more than I could do self-hosting. Now, it's your turn. Head to podcasters.spotify.com and read all about it. Then, let me know what you're podcasting all about. You clever girls and guys. Hey kids, this is episode 155 of the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Rollins, and this week we're featuring an author that got a lot of people hooked on hard sci-fi starting in the 1990s. We're talking about the late Michael Crichton. As always, it's 3 rounds of 10 questions each. If you need rules or scorecards, visit the show's website, dorkygeekynerdy.com. If you're looking for a way to help support the show this year, visit our store at dorkygeekynerdy.com/shop. Looks like the helicopter is fueled and ready to head out, so let's get started. The Dorky Round. Number 1. What is the title of Crichton's first published novel? The Andromeda Strain. Number 2. What 1990 book was adapted into a 1993 movie directed by Steven Spielberg? Jurassic Park. Number 3. Crichton's The Lost World borrows its name from a book by what other author? Arthur Conan Doyle. Number 4. Which Crichton novel was adapted into a film starring Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes? Rising Sun. Number 5. What TV series was based on a screenplay Crichton wrote in 1974? ER. The plot is based on his own experiences working in an emergency room. Number 6. What 1996 Crichton novel talks about air safety, crash investigations, and media sensationalism? Airframe. Number 7. What Crichton novel was adapted into a 2003 movie starring Paul Walker, Gerard Butler, and Billy Connolly? timeline. Number 8. Yul Brynner starred in what Crichton written and directed movie? Westworld. Number 9. Which Crichton novel and movie adaptation feature a gorilla named Amy who speaks through sign language? Congo. Number 10. What main Jurassic Park character dies in the book but survives in the movie? John Hammond. Ian Malcolm is presumed dead but is later revealed to be alive in the sequel novel. The Geeky Round. Number 1. Crichton was born in what U.S. city? Chicago, Illinois. Number 2. Crichton directed and wrote the screenplay for what 1978 adaptation of a Robin Cook novel? Coma. Number 3. Using many of the same themes as Jurassic Park, Crichton published what 2002 novel about nanotechnology? Prey. Number 4. Crichton co-wrote what 1996 climatological disaster movie? Twister. Number 5. Following Crichton's death, what sequel novel was written by Daniel H. Wilson? The Andromeda Evolution. Number 6. After director John McTiernan left, Crichton took over directing what film? The 13th Warrior. Number 7. Which novel combines elements of historical records and elements from Beowulf? Eaters of the Dead. Number 8. The journal Nature warned that which Crichton novel might, quote, mislead the unwary? State of Fear. Number 9. What attraction in Jurassic Park was written for the first movie but wouldn't be seen until the third movie? The Aviary. Number 10. Crichton adapted and directed what film in 1978 based on his own 1975 historical novel? The Great Train Robbery. The Nerdy Round. Number 1. Spell Michael Crichton's last name. Crichton. Number 2. What Crichton book and movie adaptation both came out in 1994? Disclosure. Number 3. What historical novel about Othniel Charles Marsh and Edward Drinker Cope was published after Crichton's death? Dragon Teeth. Number 4. Which Crichton novel was serialized in Playboy in 1972? The Terminal Man. Number 5. Crichton made his directorial debut with what 1972 TV movie? Pursuit, which was based on his own novel, Binary. Number 6. HBO's Westworld series is not the first TV adaptation of the work. What is? Beyond Westworld. Coming out in 1980, only 3 of the 5 episodes were aired. Number 7. How many times was Michael Crichton married? He was married 5 times. Number 8. Crichton directed and wrote what 1981 movie starring Albert Finney and James Coburn? Looker. Number 9. In 2002, a species of what was named after Crichton? A dinosaur, specifically an ankylosauride, was named the Crichtonsaurus. Number 10. What was the last Crichton novel published while he was alive? Next. And that's it for our second episode of 2022. How's the year treating you thus far? Hopefully better than 2021. We'll be back again next week with more trivia goodness. Here's a clue. What sci-fi franchise kicked off in 1979 with a one-word titled movie? I think the original movie might have been my very first horror movie. Warped me for life even though it was edited for TV. This has been episode 155 of the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. The music has been by Jason Shaw at Audionautics.com. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. Thanks for listening, and remember, trivia finds a way.